YouTube, what a YouTube Down Home News TV. I am Dre. Got a pretty crazy story. Well, it's not so crazy, but no crazier than the things that's been going on lately. But this article is coming from Reuters. Former White House official is indicted for acting as a South Korean agent. Photo of Sue Me Terry. Sue Me Terry. Oh, you gotta love Koreans. New York Reuters. A foreign policy specialist who once worked for the CIA and on the White House National Security Council has been indicted on U.S. charges. She worked as an unregistered agent of South Korea's government in exchange for luxuries and other gifts. Sue Me Terry advocated South Korean policy positions, disclosed non-public U.S. government information to South Korean intelligence officers, and fabricated access for South Korean government officials to their U.S. counterparts, according to an indictment made public on Tuesday in a Manhattan federal court. In return, the South Korean intelligence officers allegedly gave Terry luxury goods, including Bottega, Veneta, Bottega, Veneta, and Louis Vuitton bags, as well as Dolce & Gabbana coat, dinners in Michelin-starred restaurants, and more than $37,000 in covert funding for a public policy program on Korean affairs that she ran. Well, you can tell how my bank account is looking. Can't even pronounce these names. Must be nice. Terry's alleged work as an agent began in 2013, 2 years after she left U.S. government employment, and lasted a decade. She is now a senior fellow at the Council on Foreign Relations, according to the think tank website, and an expert on East Asia and Korean Peninsula, including North Korea. These allegations are unfounded and distort the work of the scholar and news analyst known for her independence and years of service to the United States. Terry's Loris Lee Wolosky said in a statement. In fact, she was a harsh critic of the South Korean government during times this indictment alleges that she was acting on its behalf. Once the facts are made clear, it will be evident the government made a significant mistake. The office of the U.S. Attorney Damon Williams in Manhattan did not immediately respond to requests for comment. South Korea's Washington Embassy and Terry did not immediately respond to requests for a comment. South Korea is not a defendant. According to Terry's online biography, she is a frequent guest on TV, radio, and podcasts, and has testified multiple times before congressional panels. Born in Seoul and raised in Virginia, Terry was a senior CIA analyst from 2001 to 2008 and director of Korean, Japan, and Oceanic Affairs at the NSC from 2008 to 2009 under the Republican President George W. Bush and Democrat President Barack Obama. She now lives in New York, her biography says. The indictment charges Terry with failing to register under the Foreign Agents Registration Act and conspiring to violate that law. It says she acknowledged in a voluntary June 2023 FBI interview that she was a source for South Korean intelligence service, meaning that she provided valuable information. Well, it's pretty wild, but not as wild as that other, what was it, Chinese police station that was possibly uncovered in New York. It's weird times we're living in, people. Down Home News TV, I'm Dre. Y'all have a good evening.